afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 6th Annual Chief of Staff Army Combined Logistics Excellence Award Ceremony.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Will you join me in prayer this afternoon, please? Oh God, as we gather as members of the Association of the United States Army, we're grateful. As we reflect on the dangers and challenges faced our men and women in uniform, we're grateful. May we never take for granted that which has been a purchase of such a great price. Bless our soldiers, grant them safety, strength as they carry the hopes and prayers and sometimes the destiny of this nation and the missions which they carry out each day. We do pause with grateful hearts for all that you have given us as a nation and as a people. Continue to bless our nation, we ask. Bless our president, bless our commanders. Strengthen us in the compound efforts of keeping the ideals of duty, honor, and country. Lord, as we gather now, we ask that you would bless our presence here and for the purpose which we have gathered. Bless those who will be rewarded today for their proficiencies and excellence in duties. Now grant us the determination to individually and collectively to live out our country's creed, one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. For it is in your holy and glorious name we pray together. Amen.
At this time, I would like to introduce Lieutenant General Mitchell H. Stevenson, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Army G4. Sir.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 6th Annual Combined Logistics Excellence Award Ceremony. Today we're honoring 82 winners who have come all the way from 25 states, 1 territory, 5 countries, including a war zone, to be here. And we're honored that joining us today is a great supporter of Army Logistics, Chief of Staff of the United States Army, General George Casey. Now this month, General Casey celebrated his own milestone, his 40th anniversary in the Army. And when he was recently asked, what, sir, is your favorite memory, the Chief's answer was, all the people that he's met and served with because, quote, that's what the Army is all about, people and service. Sir, today you are indeed in the company of great people. But what we're emphasizing here today is their service. In many military ceremonies, we decorate an individual for extraordinary valor or promote a person for his or her potential to lead. But this ceremony is not about showcasing individuals, it's about showcasing units, the efforts of a collective body to serve the country at war. These winners will be called upon by their organization's name, organizations that hung together every day and took no shortcuts to enhance our Army's readiness, whether it's making sure that every supply item is accounted for or having nearly perfect maintenance records, or as the NCO from the winning National Guard unit in Rexburg, Idaho put it, don't spend money that is allotted to your unit as if it's yours. Spend it as if it belongs to every soldier in the unit equally. During this past Memorial Day weekend, General Casey was interviewed by CNN and was asked a question of interest to all of us. And the question was, are you sure logistically that you're going to be able to get all of the troops out of Iraq in the next 3 months? And the chief's answer sort of rolled off his tongue. He's answered simply, yep. And those of you who served there or who are serving there now know it's only because of a lot of hard work in both planning and execution that allows our chief to answer so confidently the question in the way that he did. Work by Army logisticians everywhere, especially those that we honor here today. 40 years ago, General Casey was commissioned an infantry officer from Georgetown University. He served in operational assignments in Germany, Italy, Egypt, Southwest Asia, and the United States, and has commanded at every level, from platoon to division to multi-national force Iraq. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm welcome for the 36th Chief of Staff of the United States Army, General George W. Casey.
Thank you. Thanks, Mitch. Thanks, everybody. It really is wonderful to be down here with you. I mean, Fort Lee really has changed a lot. It was a joke. There's a lot of construction going on down at Fort Lee, right? Yeah, a lot of change. And pulling the whole logistics community together in one place, I think, is only going to help us out. Welcome to everybody that's come down here to recognize these great men and women who we're going to recognize here shortly. But it's an opportunity for me not just to recognize the winners here, but to recognize the whole Army logistics community. Because logistics, like a lot of things, we depend on you so much, but we don't say thank you near enough. And there's a lot of theories about why that's the case. And there's one by a Marine Lieutenant Colonel who wrote an essay in 1917 entitled Pure Logistics. And in that he said, strategy is to war what the plot is to the play. And tactics is represented by the role of the players. Logistics furnishes the stage management, accessories, and maintenance. The audience, thrilled by the action of the play and the art of the performers, overlooks all of the cleverly hidden details of stage management. And as a 1st Armored Division commander, I used to tell my logisticians, I'd point to the patch, and I'd say, without you, the track doesn't turn, the cannon doesn't fire, and there is no thunderbolt. So thank you. Thank you for what you do every day to keep this Army moving. And it's been now almost 9 years since we've been at war. And we've been deploying 150,000 soldiers over and back to Iraq and Afghanistan every year. And I'm here to tell you that flat wouldn't have happened without the Herculean efforts of all of our Army logisticians. You're the ones that get the soldiers where they need to be, when they need to be there, with the right equipment, and then sustain them when they get there. So again, thanks for what you do on a daily basis. General Stevenson mentioned that CNN interview with, who the heck was it? John, you never remember who all those reporters are. But John King. But it was a softball question, because I knew the answer, because we've been working on it for 18 months. And so the answer that, yeah, sure, we could do that, I was able to say with great confidence, because I've been to Kuwait, and I've looked at what they're doing there, and I've listened to the planning that goes on here. But let's talk about the scope of what that means to draw down in Iraq and to plus up in Afghanistan. I think you know the complexity of the drawdown in Iraq. It's the largest drawdown of forces since World War II, and it involves every aspect of our Army. We're redeploying 60,000 containers, 41,000 vehicles, 290,000 soldiers and civilians, and closing or transitioning 340 bases. And as you know, many of those are the size of small cities. In all, we're retrograding almost 3.5 million pieces of equipment. And I can tell you, as I said, I've flown over the motor pools in Kuwait and Iraq, and it's absolutely breathtaking. No other country in the world could do what we're doing not only in Iraq, but also in Afghanistan. And it's a great tribute to the logisticians and all the services. In Afghanistan, with last year's decision to plus it up, we had to set the conditions. And because we've been fighting this war for almost 9 years, I knew that we had the right experience so that I could say to the President with confidence, we can do this. We can get the forces there on the time frame that you want so that we can accomplish your objective of disrupting, defeating, and dismantling al-Qaeda and its extremist allies in Afghanistan. But even under the best conditions, and as logisticians know, those never happen, our logisticians still have had to do miraculous things to make that drawdown in Iraq work and the plus up in Afghanistan work. And in Afghanistan, matching the people, the equipment, and the bases, synchronizing all that with the drawdown in Iraq is hard enough. But doing it under fire while we're supporting an operation in Haiti raises it to a degree of difficulty of 12 on a scale of 1 to 10. Yet it's gone off seamlessly. In addition to that, you all have to deal with the complex and ever-changing global environment. And what you do is as much art as it is science, and it requires great versatility and great agility, qualities of the Army of the 21st century. Just think about the lines of communication coming up through Pakistan. We know how fragile those are. You can have a delay because of weather, because of strikes, because of customs issues, and criminal or enemy interdiction. So you all took a look at that and established a northern distribution network. And the amount of supplies going into Afghanistan has doubled in the last month. So what you've been able to accomplish in Iraq, in Afghanistan, at home, and elsewhere around the world is a testament to the incredible quality of our logistical corps. From deployment to reset, from maintenance to mail, our success on the battlefield has been a direct result of your efforts. But we're hardly done. And I want you to think about something here. You don't do what we have done as an Army in the last 9 years at war, in the last 5 years transforming, without having a little housekeeping to do on the other end. And when you think about we have converted all 300 plus brigades in the Army to new modular organizations. And we have rebalanced about 150,000 soldiers away from Cold War skills into new units that are more relevant in the 21st century. Anybody seen a couple of property book actions to clean up? That's what we got. And if you think of those 60,000 containers coming out of Iraq, I'd love to be an assistant division commander again. Because going around and opening up connexes and containers is one of the funnest things that a general can do. But we got a lot of tidying up to do. I mean, you all know better than I what we've done. We bought close to $250 billion of equipment and put it in the force in the last decade. And we got to get all that back, and we got to account for it, and we got to get it back into the force. Because that's the seed corn for the Army of the 21st century. Now, so thank you for what you do every day to make us successful in this war. Now let me shift gears here and talk just a minute about today's awards. Excellence is a good thing. As a young college student, I used to work for Vince Lombardi when he was the coach of the Redskins. And as you might remember, most of you know who Vince Lombardi is, right? I have been around 40 years, I kind of forget that stuff. But Vince was focused on excellence. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing. That was his motto. And I can tell you, I was probably 18 or 19 when I worked for Vince. And he helped focus me on excellence on more than one occasion. And I can tell you that Vince was so good at chewing button that no one has come close ever since. But he focused me on trying to be the best. And I say this a lot when I'm out and about, because when I was in Little League, at Fort Bragg, the first place team in the league got one trophy. They were the best. When my kids were growing up, the eighth place team not only got a trophy, but everybody on the eighth place team got a trophy. Now, that's okay. I mean, everybody should feel like they're part of something. But I don't think we can ever lose a focus on what it means to be the best, because in our business, there is no second place. And so these awards here to recognize excellence, to recognize those of you who have gone the extra mile and done what it takes, not only to succeed, but to be the very best, is absolutely critical to moving this Army forward in the 21st century, because it recognizes the commitment and the drive that it takes to be the very best. And so to be the best in an Army that is the best in the world says an awful lot. So you ought to all feel very proud of yourselves as you come up here today to get your rewards. And so with that, Mitch, let's pass out some awards. Thank you.
Sir, thank you for your remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, General George Casey, Chief of Staff, Army, and Lieutenant General Mitchell H. Stevenson, Deputy Chief of Staff, Army G4, will now present the Combined Logistics Excellence Awards for competition year 2009. This year's awardees will receive a plaque congratulating them for the outstanding, for the outstanding accomplishments in the field of maintenance, deployment, and supply operations. Additionally, the unit will receive coins from the Chief of Staff Army, the Sergeant Major of the Army, the Deputy Chief of Staff G4, and the CLIA coins encased in a plush leatherette display box. It is a pleasure to present the winners and the runners-up for the fiscal year 2010 presentation year Chief of Staff Army Combined Logistics Excellence Awards. First up is the Chief of Staff Army Award for Maintenance Excellence, known as AMY. General Casey and Lieutenant General Stevenson will be joined by Brigadier General Lynn Collier, the Chief of Ordnance and Commandant of the U.S. Army Ordnance School, Center and schools to assist in the presentation of the AMY Awards. AMY was instituted in 1982 to recognize U.S. Army Reserve, and U.S. Army National Guard units for outstanding maintenance programs resulting in increased operational readiness and enhanced mission capability. In addition to being a prestigious award in its own right, the award serves as a gateway for these Army units to compete for the Secretary of Defense's Maintenance Award and the Phoenix Award, the Department's highest award for field level maintenance. This will be the fourth year the Army Depot Maintenance Award will be presented at the Combined Logistics Excellence Awards. The Army Depot level program winners will also compete for the Robert T. Mason Award for Depot Maintenance Excellence at the Secretary of Defense Maintenance Award ceremony, which is awarded annually to a single depot level program. For the Army Depot level program, the winner is Letterkenny Army Depot. Representing Letterkenny Army Depot is Colonel Pravancha. For the Army Depot level program, the runner-up is Red River Army Depot. Representing Red River Army Depot is Mr. Tidwell. Letterkenny Army Depot and Red River Army Depot will also represent the U.S. Army in the depot level competition for the Robert T. Mason Award for Depot Maintenance Excellence at the Secretary of Defense's Maintenance Award ceremony. For active Army Small TONE units, the winner is Bravo Company, 307th Brigade Support Battalion, El Asad Air Base, Iraq. Representing Bravo Company, 307th BSB is Sergeant First Class Jose Colon. Bravo Company 307th BSB has been selected to represent the U.S. Army in competition for the Secretary of Defense's Maintenance Award. For active Army small TONE units, the runner-up is Gulf Company, 307th Brigade Support Battalion, Al Asad Air Base, Iraq. Representing the Gulf Company 307th VSB is Sergeant Stephen Robinson. For active Army medium TONE units, the winner is 528th Quartermaster Company, Fort Lewis, Washington. Representing the 528th Quartermaster Company is Chief Warrant Officer 2, Eric Bell. The 528th Quartermaster Company has been selected to represent the U.S. Army in competition for the Secretary of Defense's Maintenance Award. For active Army medium TONE units, the runner-up is HHSC 532nd Military Intelligence Battalion, Camp Humphreys, Korea. Representing HHSC 532nd Military Intelligence Battalion is Captain Terry Arba. For active Army large TONE units, the winner is Bravo Company, 615th Aviation Support Battalion, Fort Hood, Texas. Representing Bravo Company 615th Aviation Support Battalion is Sergeant First Class John Snyder. Bravo Company 615th ASB has been selected to represent the U.S. Army in competition for the Secretary of Defense's Maintenance Award. For active Army large TONE units, the runner-up is 524th Military Intelligence Battalion, Yongsan, Korea. Representing the 524th Military Intelligence Battalion is Sergeant First Class Rhonda Dorsey. The 524th Military Intelligence Battalion has been selected to represent the U.S. Army in competition for the Secretary of Defense's Maintenance Award. For active Army small TDA units, the winner is Busan Storage Center, Busan, Korea. Representing the Busan Storage Center is Mr. John Batchelor. For active Army small TDA units, the runner-up is 6981st Civilian Support Group, Mannheim, Germany. Representing the 6981st Civilian Support Group is Mr. Gerd Dressler. For active Army medium TDA units, the winner is HHC 206th Military Intelligence Battalion, Fort Gordon, Georgia. Representing the HHC 206 Military Intelligence Battalion is Staff Sergeant Zandra Williams. For active Army medium TDA units, the runner-up is Maintenance Activity Mannheim, Mannheim, Germany. Representing Maintenance Activity Mannheim is Ms. Petra Kumar. For active Army large TDA units, the winner is U.S. Army Material Support Center, Korea, Camp Carroll, Korea. Representing U.S. Army Material Support Center, Korea is Mr. John Chismar. For active Army large TDA units, the runner-up is the Maintenance Activity Kaiserslautern, Kaiserslautern, Germany. Representing the Maintenance Activity Kaiserslautern is Mr. Marco Boll. small U.S. Army Reserve TONE units, the winner is FSC 321st Engineer Battalion, Boise, Idaho. Representing the FSC 321st Engineer Battalion is Specialist Benjamin Campbell. For medium U.S. Army Reserve TONE units, the winner is the 238th Maintenance Company, San Antonio, Texas. Representing the 238th Maintenance Company is Sergeant First Class Bernardo Padro. For medium U.S. Army Reserve TONE units, the runner-up is 471st Engineer Company, Fort Buchanan, Puerto Rico. Representing the 471st Engineer Company is Sergeant First Class Israel Rivera. For small U.S. Army Reserve TDA units, the winner is the Area Maintenance Support Activity number 57 Gulf, New Century, Kansas. Representing the Area Maintenance Support Activity number 57 Gulf is Mr. Stephen Sanford. For small U.S. Army Reserve TDA units, the runner-up is the Area Maintenance Support Activity number 134 Gulf, Livonia, Michigan. Representing the Area Maintenance Support Activity number 134 Gulf is Mr. Douglas Foreman. For Army National Guard small TONE units, the winner is Bravo Company, 634th Brigade Support Battalion, Champaign, Illinois. Representing Bravo Company, 634th Brigade Support Battalion is Staff Sergeant Megan Welch. Bravo Company, 634th Brigade Support Battalion has been selected to represent the U.S. Army in competition for the Secretary of Defense's Maintenance Award. For Army National Guard medium TONE units, the winner is the 3622nd Maintenance Component Repair Company, Fort Indiantown Gap, Pennsylvania. Representing the 3622nd Maintenance Component Repair Company is Sergeant First Class Russell Folks. For Army National Guard medium TONE units, the runner-up is the 16th 44th Transportation Company, Rock Falls, Illinois. Representing the 16th 44th Transportation Company is Staff Sergeant Justin Wilkinson. The 16th 44th Transportation Company has been selected to represent the U.S. Army in competition for the Secretary of Defense's Maintenance Award. For Army National Guard small TDA units, the winner is Field Maintenance Shop number 6, Evansville, Indiana. Representing the Field Maintenance Shop number 6 is Chief Warrant Officer 3, Ronald Baird. For Army National Guard small TDA units, the runner-up is Field Maintenance Shop number 9, Port Ellen, Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico. Representing the Field Maintenance Shop number 9 is Sergeant Hiriam Lagares. For Army National Guard medium TDA units, the winner is Maneuver Area Training Equipment Site, New York, Fort Drum, New York. Representing the Maneuver Area Training Equipment Site, New York, is Sergeant First Class Mark Dobronsky. For Army National Guard medium TDA units, the runner-up is Combined Support Maintenance Shop, Raleigh, North Carolina. Representing the Combined Support Maintenance Shop is Chief Warrant Officer 2, Christy Daniels. For small U.S. Army installation facilities, the winner is United States Army Garrison, Benelux, Cherbourg, Belgium. Representing the USAG Benelux is Mr. Jeffrey Schreiber. For small U.S. Army installation facilities, the runner-up is DOL Maintenance Division, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Representing the DOL Maintenance Division is Mr. Chet Thomas. For medium U.S. Army installation facilities, the winner is Installation Material Maintenance Activity, Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. Representing the Installation Material Maintenance Activity is Mr. William Carrotter. For medium U.S. Army installation facilities, the runner-up is United States Army Group, Daegu, Korea. Representing the USAG Daegu is Mr. Randy Chenault. For large U.S. Army installation facilities, the winner is Material Maintenance Division, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Representing the Material Maintenance Division is Mr. Joseph Karmazin. For large U.S. Army installation facilities, the runner-up is USAG Red Cloud, Camp Red Cloud, Korea. Representing the USAG Red Cloud is Mr. Terry Blevins. Second up is the Chief of Staff Army Deployment Excellence Award, DIA. Since the DIA is a joint Army G3 and G4 program, Command Sergeant Major Dwayne Perry, Regimental Command Sergeant Major for the U.S. Army Transportation Corps, will join General Casey and Lieutenant General Stevenson to help present the awards. The Army Deployment Excellence Award program was instituted in the year 2000 to recognize active, reserve, and National Guard units and installations for outstanding deployment and deployment support accomplishments, and to capture and share innovative deployment initiatives that may improve the Army's deployment process. For the All-Army Operational Deployment category, the small unit winner is the 66th Engineer Company, 2nd of the 25th Brigade Combat Team, Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. Representing the 66th Engineer Company is First Lieutenant Drew Beard. For the All-Army Operational Deployment category, the large unit winner is the 72nd Engineer Brigade Combat Team of Houston, Texas. Representing the 72nd Infantry Brigade Combat Team is Major Teresa K. Cogswell. For the All-Army Installation category, the winner is the U.S. Army Garrison, Fort Hood. Representing the Fort Hood installation is Ms. Donna Tomczyk. All Army Installation category, the runner-up is the U.S. Army Garrison, Fort Bragg. Representing the Fort Bragg installation is Mr. Robert Franks. For the Active Army Small Unit category, the winner is the Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 391st Sustainment Support, out of Bamberg, Germany. Representing the Headquarters and Headquarters Company is Master Sergeant Eric Helmer. For the Active Army Small Unit category, the runner-up is the 317th Maintenance Company, 391st Sustainment Support Battalion out of Bamberg, Germany. Representing the 317th Maintenance Company is First Lieutenant David Barker. For the Active Army Large Unit category, the winner is the 72nd Expeditionary Signal Battalion, 7th Signal Brigade, 5th Signal Command out of Mannheim, Germany. Representing the 72nd Expeditionary Signal Battalion is Lieutenant Colonel Patrick W. Ginn. For the Active Army Large Unit category, the runner-up is the 173rd Brigade Support Battalion out of Bamberg, Germany. Representing the 173rd Brigade Support Battalion is Captain Monica Komix. For the Active Army Supporting Unit category, the winner is the 39th Transportation Battalion out of Kaiserslautern, Germany. Representing the 39th Transportation Battalion is Captain Shane Wood. For the Active Army Supporting Unit category, the runner-up is the 832nd Transportation Battalion out of Jacksonville, Florida. Representing the 832nd Transportation Battalion is Mr. Richard Vaughn. For the Army National Guard Small Unit category, the winner is Company B, 3rd Battalion, 20th Special Forces Group out of Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. Representing Company B, 3rd Battalion is Chief Warrant Officer 4, James B. Herring. For the Army National Guard Small Unit category, the runner-up is the Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 449th Theater Aviation Brigade out of Morrisville, North Carolina. Representing Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 449th Theater Aviation Brigade is Specialist Yasmin Rivera. For the Army National Guard Large Unit category, the winner is the 1st Battalion, 125th Infantry Regiment out of Flint, Michigan. Representing this battalion is Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Connolly. For the Army National Guard Large Unit category, the runner-up is the 41st Infantry Brigade Combat Team out of Tigard, Oregon. Representing the 41st Infantry Brigade is Colonel Leah Sutcliffe. For the Army National Guard Supporting Unit category, the winner is the Fort Sill Mobilization and Deployment Brigade out of Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Representing the Fort Sill Mobilization and Deployment Brigade is Command Sergeant Major Douglas L. Iserman. For the Army National Guard Supporting Unit category, the runner-up is the Joint Forces Headquarters out of North Carolina. Representing the Joint Forces Headquarters, North Carolina, is Sergeant Major Augustus L. Cobb. For the Army Reserve Small Unit category, the winner is the Detachment 2, 304th Sustainment Brigade out of Riverside, California. Representing the Detachment 2, 304th Sustainment Brigade is Captain Eric Jolly. For the Army Reserve Small Unit category, the runner-up is the 209th Army Liaison Team out of Wiesbaden, Germany. Representing the 209th is Lieutenant Colonel Byron L. Johnson. For the Army Reserve Large Unit category, the winner is the 11th 84th Deployment and Distribution Support Battalion out of Mobile, Alabama. Representing the 11th 84th is Major Felicia S. McKee. For the Army Reserve Large Unit category, the runner-up is the 1190th Transportation Group out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Representing the 1190th is Sergeant Brett Cavalier. For the Army Reserve Supporting Unit category, the winner is the Fort Sill Mobilization and Deployment Brigade out of Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Representing the Fort Sill Mobilization and Deployment Brigade is Sergeant First Class Quentin Fowler. For the Army Reserve Supporting Unit category, the runner-up is the U.S. Army CONUS Replacement Center out of Fort Benning, Georgia. Representing the U.S. Army CONUS Replacement Center is Command Sergeant Major Daniel Agers. Third up is the Chief of Staff Army Supply Excellence Award, known as SEA. General Casey and Lieutenant General Stevenson will now be joined by Brigadier General Jesse R. Cross, Commandant of the U.S. Army Quartermaster School, to assist in the presentation of the Supply Excellence Awards. The Supply Excellence Award program was instituted in 1986 to recognize active Army National Guard units, and United States Army Reserve units, or activities that demonstrated supply excellence at the unit, parent, property, bulk, and supply support levels. The SEA program provides a positive incentive for extraordinary supply and support operations. It fosters outstanding accountability, support, and resource management while enhancing awareness and strict adherence to logistics management. For the active Army MTO unit level, the winner is Headquarters, Alpha Detachment, 176th Finance Management Company, Yeongseong, Korea, 8th U.S. Army. Representing this unit is Mr. Nai Ong Yi. For the Active Army TDA unit level, the winner is the 7th Army Non-Commissioned Officer Academy out of Grafenwehr, Germany. Representing the 7th Army Non-Commissioned Officer Academy is Staff Sergeant Jose Miranda Cruz. For the Active Army TDA unit level, the runner-up is Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 516th Signal Brigade out of Fort Schaffner, Hawaii. Representing this unit is Specialist Whitney R. Sonfront. For the Active Army MTO Property Boat level, the winner is the 69th Air Defense Artillery Brigade out of Fort Hood, Texas. Representing the 69th Air Defense Artillery Brigade is Chief Warrant Officer 2, Essence L. Sanders. For the Active Army MTO Property Boat level, the runner-up is the 2nd Stryker Cavalry Regiment out of Vilseck, Germany. Representing this unit is Sergeant First Class Solomon Quay. For the Active Army TDA Property Boat level, the winner is Womack Army Medical Center out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Representing this unit is Mr. Sean L. Luck. For the Active Army TDA Property Boat level, the runner-up is the United States Army Material Support Center, Korea, Camp Curl, Korea, 8th U.S. Army. Representing this unit is Ms. Chong Mi Yi. For the Active Army MTO Parent level, the winner is the 30th Signal Battalion, Wheeler Army Airfield, Hawaii. Representing this unit is Sergeant First Class Robert Brown. For the Active Army TDA Parent level, the winner is Operations Group, Joint Multinational Readiness Center out of Hohenfels, Germany. Representing this unit is Master Sergeant Ethan J. Thompson. For the Active Army TDA Parent level, the runner-up is the 715th Military Intelligence Battalion out of Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. Representing this unit is Specialist Damian F. Acevedo. For the Active Army MTO Supply Support Activity level, the winner is 5th Battalion, 7th Air Defense Artillery, Kaiserslautern, Germany. Representing this unit is Warrant Officer 1, Adelise Korea. For the Active Army MTO Supply Support Activity, the runner-up is the 595th Maintenance Company out of Yongsan, Korea. Representing this unit is Ms. Sung Hoo Pak. For the Active Army TDA Supply Support Activity, the winner is the 498th Combat Sustainment Support Battalion, Supply Point 60, Camp Carroll, Korea. Representing this unit is Mr. Chai Hyung Cho. For the Active Army TDA Supply Support Activity, the runner-up is the United States Army Garrison Director of Logistics, Supply and Services out of Vicenza, Italy. Representing this unit is Mr. Anibal Alvarez Rodriguez. For the Army National Guard MTO unit level, the winner is Bravo Battery, 1st of the 148th Field Artillery out of Rexburg, Idaho. Representing this unit is Staff Sergeant Jason R. Gessler. For the Army National Guard MTO unit level, the runner-up is the 105th Quartermaster Water Purification Unit out of Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico. Representing this unit is Staff Sergeant Angel A. Morales. For the Army National Guard TDA unit level, the winner is Headquarters 209th Regional Training Institute out of Ashland, Nebraska. Representing this unit is Master Sergeant Dorrance E. Atherson. For the Army National Guard MTO Property Book level, the winner is the 347th Regional Support Group out of Roseville, Minnesota. Representing the 347th is Chief Warrant Officer 3, Laura M. Dukowitz. For the Army National Guard MTO Property Book level, the runner-up is the Joint Forces Headquarters out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Representing this unit is Chief Warrant Officer 4, Milton G. Autry. For the Army National Guard TDA Property Book level, the winner is 771st Troop Command out of Charleston, West Virginia. Representing this unit is Sergeant First Class Darren S. Owen. For the Army National Guard TDA Property Book level, the runner-up is the Joint Forces Headquarters Central Issue Facility, Kapali, Hawaii. Representing this unit is Master Sergeant Carol G. Cabinet. For the Army National Guard MTO Parent level, the winner is Headquarters 1st of the 201st Field Artillery out of Fairmont, West Virginia. Representing this unit is Sergeant First Class Michael Davis. For the Army National Guard TDA Parent level, the winner is the Joint Forces Headquarters out of Madison, Wisconsin. Representing this unit is Sergeant First Class Jarrett D. Nelson. For the Army National Guard TDA Supply Support Activity, the winner is United States Property and Fiscal Office out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Representing this unit is First Sergeant Scott D. Shelf. For the Army National Guard TDA Supply Support Activity level, the runner-up is United States Property and Fiscal Office out of Kapali, Hawaii. Representing this unit is Chief Warrant Officer 3, Rolando D. Domingo. For the United States Army Reserve TDA unit level, the winner is Headquarters 108th Training Command out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Representing this unit is Sergeant First Class Dana W. Lyon. For the U.S. Army Reserve TDA property boat level, the winner is Southeast Medical Area Readiness Support Group out of Nashville, Tennessee. Representing this unit is Chief Warrant Officer 2, Richard W. Barkow. For the U.S. Army Reserve TDA Supply Support Activity level, the winner is Headquarters Regional Support Command, Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. Representing this unit is Ms. Michelle Zook. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the winners and runners-up for the 2010 Combined Logistics Excellence Award. Please join me in giving them a well-deserved round of applause. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Stevenson, Deputy Chief of Staff, Army Chief 4, will now present a gift to the Commandants for their support of the 6th Annual Combined Logistics Excellence Awards.
First, how about a big hand for the narrator? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the singing of the Army Song, and please remain standing for the departure of the official party of the Combined Logistics Excellence Awards.
Fight for the right and